She's a breast cancer survivor. She's a polio survivor. Sandy's going to kill her.
It is one of the largest, if not the largest, we've ever seen.
That water is going to start to surge into New York Harbor.
Long Island, the South Shore, which looked very much like Katrina.
They said I couldn't live there because it was full of mold.
She can't live in this.
We need to rebuild homes. What's the best way to rebuild homes that were damaged? And you know better than I.
She's paying taxes on this. She's paying insurance on this. And she can't live here.
Hurricane Sandy hit Long Island in New York especially hard. 2.5 years after the storm, many island residents are still recovering.
She had a sewing room over there. That was her bedroom. This was her living room area.
Frances Healy, better known as Muzzy, is a 90-year-old widow. Muzzy lives so close to her home in East Rockaway, New York, that she can see it, but she can't live in it. So she lives in a trailer on her property. How long have you lived here?
Since 1947. Thanks, Kate.
1947.
Yeah. Wow. It was right after my husband got out of the service. We raised 10 children in this house.
But you wanted to come back here.
Oh yeah. That's why we had the trailer. The boards, we put them down because you can feel it in your throat. It's all the mold.
The water was going over the top of this.
And then the pipes burst.
Have you ever thought of doing the demolition or the buyout and acquisition?
The problem, okay, buyout would mean she has to move.
Yeah.
That's not happening. She's lived in this town since she was 2. It's where she wants to die.
New York Rising, a recovery grant program, was set up to help people rebuild their homes and lives. Using federal funding allocated to the state, New York Rising offers money for homeowners to pursue 3 types of recovery options. The state will reimburse the cost of reconstructing homes to stricter codes, it will acquire the home at market price and resell to developers, or it will buy out the damaged property to raise the home and return the area to nature. Program officials say that situations like Muzzy's aren't typical. They say the program is working as well as could be expected.
It's an extremely generous program. It offers multiple options to homeowners so that they can make the best choice possible for themselves and their families. In comparison, it's been extremely quick, extremely efficient, and has done a great job operating under very strict but necessary guidelines.
I had a den, a bathroom, a dining room.
Debbie Lemaire's Lindenhurst home was completely destroyed in Hurricane Sandy. She's still unable to live in it and is waiting on New York Rising money to rebuild.
They had to gut it because we had 4.5 feet of water. There was oil slicks, there was sewage, and basically they're telling me that all these walls have to be knocked out. We were living in a hotel, and when we were finally allowed to come down and see the house, we walked away, and I said, you know what? Thank God we had insurance. Those poor people that don't have insurance, what are they going to do? We'll get home and we'll be fine. And I'm not. They tell you to do one thing, and then they tell you to do another thing, so you stop. And then I had a contractor who I thought was going to I thought he was going to bring me home, and he just ripped this place up and took my money. And
jeez.
The insurance gave me $50,000. Where am I going with that? I never thought this many years. You know, my daughter, she started high school, and she'll be graduating and still not home. You're stuck. You can't sell it. You can't live in it. Well, what do we do? What do you do? That was our life, you know. I just never, in a million years, ever, if you would have ever told me that you'd be out of your house for nearly 3 years, I would never have believed it. I don't know if I'll ever get home.
Muzzy doesn't know either. The goal is to reconstruct. What's your
we need a new house. She can't live in this. That's not healthy. It's demo reconstruction, and it's $160 a square foot, which means $176 $100,000 for this house because
How
this is
much?
176.
Yeah,
It's not reasonable.
176 is not going to rebuild it.
I know that, Muzz.
Oh.
That's the issue. That's why
So-
you haven't had a rebuild. It's very difficult for me to tell my mother that she can't be here. She's still with it. She makes her own decisions, and she wants to live here. This is her neighborhood. This is her town. This is her church. Yeah.